Well, it's probably on now because it always says it's like loading, but it always
Yeah,
pops up. So we are not yet, but we are live. You're now listening to Volume 154 of the Bucket Up Podcast. Here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka Ty Lante, aka your mom hit me up every week to see how I'm doing. And I'm here as always with the homie, the kid JB. What's good?
yo, man. Happy to be here. It's me, the kid JB. Could have been right a couple weeks ago. But it's always nice to remind you that I am Mr. Told You So because I'm not always right, but when I am, it's like, oh, hey, that was me. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Puff Armstrong here in the state of Arizona, it is recreationally legal to smoke marijuana. So, you know what I'm saying? Go out, wait in line for an hour and a half. We'll get to that.
Got the
And
guy.
you know what I'm saying? Smoke that shit, put it in the air and relax, bro. Young fanny pack over here might add a little, aka I've been tough with the fanny. Ty said I'm stuck in the
Some
90s, but you
wild
know what?
shit.
Hey, let's go back to the 90s real
I'm
tough.
like tough with the fanny, bro. Is Joel okay? What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I denounce gender roles. You know, I rock the
There you
purse
go.
sometimes. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go. There you go.
But yeah, we're living good, man. Like you said, volume 154 on the bucket up after dark, if you will. It's a little later than usual, but hey, why not? We got no bedtimes on the weekend.
And also, people listening to this in the future, so this is probably not their bedtime,
Exactly.
unless
But yeah,
you know,
man.
unless you live
Uh,
with us on YouTube. Shouts to you.
yeah. Shouts to you. You know what I'm saying? That like to see our stupid faces, as Ty put. We should get that on a t-shirt, by the way. Our stupid faces.
Here's our stupid
uh,
faces.
but speaking of my stupid face, it feels even greater because I can, now see your stupid face. But how you doing, son?
I am good, man. Just here chilling. Like the baby room is coming along. I know we talked about it last week. Got the crib and the bat. You see the baby bath in the background, the changing tables, millions of shit all over the place. It's just Katie's been going through and organizing all the baby clothes we got, and so only a couple weeks out, so we just kind of dealing with that right now. Just chilling, watching basketball, getting pissed off by the Suns. Just hanging out, man.
I can't relate. My team has the best defense in the NBA. So,
I
you know what I'm saying?
mean, there you
Shouts to the
go.
Knicks. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
What about, so if the baby comes out, or it's when it comes out and it sees all this stuff you bought it for, and other people bought,
Other people mostly, but shouts to everybody else.
and we respect agencies. What if the baby's just not rocking with the color, doesn't like the style?
She gonna get whatever we got in stock. So
Is there there should be a 9-month baby return policy on items because it's like, hey, I bought this, but let's just be real. Whatever the baby decides is final.
that's true. That you know what I mean. Obviously, like toys and stuff, and she doesn't like. But it's like if a baby doesn't like something, you don't find out until after they ruin it to where you can't take it back. Like you can't be like, hey, my baby don't like this teething toy that they had in their mouth a couple times. Can you take this back?
Or like a baby doesn't like something until they're an adult and realize that it's like deep embedded in their brain based on trauma.
and it's just childhood trauma. I can't really. There's nothing we can do about that. You know.
Yeah, by that time the return policy got to be wild expired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're like, yo, I can't help. I can give you a number to a therapist, but other
You
than
know
that, bro,
that.
can't do
Hey,
much for you.
speaking of babies liking stuff, or my shouts to my niece. You know what I'm saying, baby Emmy.
Hey,
She went to, COVID is a thing that's been affecting a lot of people, and even the babies. And she's been restricted, at the crib, no pun intended. And she, she's a she's advanced, she's smart, but with the social tips, she hasn't really been able to mingle with like other babies and stuff.
mm-hmm.
So for the first time, my sister brought her, or not the first time, but first time in a while, she brought her to like a gymnastics, like a baby gymnastics room that they can do somersaults, and
Mm-hmm.
it depends on how advanced the baby is. Maybe it does a double somersault. You know what I'm saying? But my niece, I guess, is in her, she runs her world. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in my sister's house all the time, so like everything to her is like around her universe. So my sister said that she didn't understand the concept of personal space, and was just running up into babies' faces and touching them and
yeah, because
like just thinking like, oh, like I see these on TV. I touch the screen. You know what I'm saying?
right, yeah, she don't have any like any concept of like other people's personal space, like other people being a being. It's just her right now. She's the main character. You know what I mean?
Right. And we got to shut that down because those grew up to be the worst people. But
well, yeah, we all, as kids, we all think we're the main character, and then we get older and we realize that, oh no, we're very not, we're all very insignificant.
We're stunt doubles
At
at
least the
best.
people
You
who
know what I'm
are
saying?
the good people know that they're insignificant.
Yeah. At least the humility, what's it? Humility ones? What's
I
the
don't.
singular word for humility?
People.
The the some the people. You know what I'm saying? We just call them
Humble?
the
Is it
people.
humble? The humble people?
The
I don't know.
humble, no, because that's humble. I think
Okay.
humble and humility is different. Because
Uh,
humility, I think humility is how you be humble to others, and humble is to yourself. Maybe I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
why I think that's. I don't know. Whatever. We not professors. I'm
Nah,
not an
we're
English
not.
professor, bro.
We could be, but nah.
No, I
Mm,
could.
it could.
I
Yeah, I don't like kids that much.
ain't got a
I
PhD or nothing.
I would be canceling class too often. But getting back to it, so yeah, my niece is like, and then my sister said that they were doing like a sitting in a circle thing, and they were supposed to try and do like the activities all as one, and my niece was just not with it. Like she has no idea a concept of like structure, not structure, but like everybody doing something as one. Like
Mm-hmm.
she decides what she does when she's home, right? So what's funny is my sister was like, yeah, they were talking about like 130 a month or something. And I was like, yeah, nah, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So talk about trial periods and shit. But yeah, nah, that I thought that was funny, man. But even funnier, man, my niece is getting into Baby Shark.
Oh shit.
And we go down the line and I'm Uncle Jesse Shark, as naturally. And there's a feature on Instagram where you could like turn yourself into a shark and do the song.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing that when I Snapchat her or FaceTime her. But I've been doing it so much that like she doesn't rock with me as a human anymore. And I gotta be a shark or else she'll just like walk out. And I'm like, shit, all right, I'm a shark. And then like I'll forget to turn back and I'll have like real conversations with my mom. I'm like, yeah, so work's been pissing me off and I'm just a
And then
shark
she just
chilling.
yeah. That's funny, man.
She's like, Jesse, you're still a shark. I'm like, fuck, my bad.
Like, yeah, why change it at
You
this
know what I'm
point?
saying? I make the world happier when I'm a shark. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, that was like that was a condensed, highlight of today. Was most of today was just hearing that about my sister and my niece. But take them back, you know what I'm saying? Let's take them back real quick.
It was a big week for you, right? It's your fucking birthday on Wednesday, man. I know we kind of alluded to it on the last pod. But yeah, no, it came on Wednesday, which happened to be, inauguration day. But man, how was your birthday, bro?
I was gonna say it's a big day for JBs around the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, birthday was cool, man. 32, which is crazy to say or even hear myself say. Like, inside, I kind of feel like I'll forever be 15, 16, whatever. But it's that Benjamin Button shit where you get a certain age and you're just like, damn, like, yeah, the clock really turns. You know what I'm saying? My grandma said it best: time stands still for nobody. It's like,
No,
damn.
not at all, man.
You know what I'm saying? That dude keeps it moving. You know what I'm saying?
He keeps it going, bro.
Yeah, he's on some Heelys, just whipping it. You can't stop him. Or her. You know what I'm saying? Respect the women. But nah. So then, I was, birthday. Leading up to it, I was excited, man. Like we were joking about, it was one of the more anticipated days, January 20th. Depending on how you lean politically, we and the buckets know, we were very excited for this day, and also a little cautious. I definitely was a little cautious as we talked about the riots and the domestic violence and the sedition attempt on the Capitol Hill. 2 weeks before, whatever it was. And yeah, I'll be real. There was like a little bit of like nerves leading up to my birthday and that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, the birthday week was a little hectic because ironically my job got bought out by the job I've been working for a year and a half or so, got bought out by a new company.
Mhm.
and I got fired and hired in the same day.
That must been. It's always weird when like you hear about that of like acquisitions and mergers and like. So did you hear about the merger first and you're like, wait, hold on, what?
Son, I mean, not to put them on blast or nothing. The way they did it was horrible. They made it seem like the news they had for us was like minor, like, oh, we're gonna provide, you know, different email signatures, or like we're gonna
Yeah, you're
do,
like, oh, okay, that's random. Like,
yeah,
why are
like,
you doing that?
oh, IT is gonna, they made it like, oh, IT is gonna reach out, like that type of thing. And everyone's like,
Hmm.
all right, cool. And then it was just like, yeah, so, you know, congrats, you guys are all XYZ employees now. And so
Like what?
I was like, nah, they whack. Like, no.
Like I didn't ask
And
for that. Who
I
did
was
they
like,
never ask my
nah.
permission?
No, I didn't. I was like, I didn't do the interview. You know what I'm saying? So then I was just like, what? And then what's wild is like my boss, who was my boss for a while, it was like, yeah, I'm not transferring over, blah blah blah. Wish you the best of luck and all this
What?
stuff. And I was like, yeah. I was like, man, all right.
And now
If you're not
happening
my
the same day, and they sprung all that
dude,
on you at once.
yeah. And I was like, all right, man, you're not my boss no more. You should check out my podcast, bro. It's pretty dope.
Wow. Oh, is
And then
homeboy okay? Did he lose his? Did he just lose a job? Like, is he just out
no,
of?
no. See what's dope, and that's his, you know, I think about that with this brand. Eventually, you know, you own something, you have enough partnership in something, and
Oh yeah,
when
that's right. They gave him stock prices.
yeah,
So
then he
you're
was just
selling it.
like,
He got money.
right, and he was just like, you know, could I cash out and start something new, or cash out and come here? Like, why not? You know, my
Mhm.
man. And he was real about it and humble. He's like, yeah, I've been in this industry for like 15 years. I haven't really taken a break. I have a new kid. I want to just, you know, chill. I was like, all right, yeah, like I can't hate on that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
and it's never personal, bro. I've been in enough jobs, and you know, shit's
Oh
business. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
never, ever, ever, ever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like I 1,000%, you know, I understand. So all that happened, but what's funny is I got the offer letter first, and everything's good and gravy. And then like later in the day, I got the termination letter from the old spot, and
You're
I
like,
thought
wait,
that
hold
shit was
on.
for the. I was like, I got fired in the same day.
They're like, oh, no, 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 hold on. We didn't want this to. Like, shit. This is a clerical
Like,
error, bro.
they're like, oh shit, we thought wrong spelling. Like, yeah. I was like, fuck yeah. So
Oh,
I was like,
is that Jesse? I thought it was a
mm,
female Jesse. You know
yeah.
what? Shit.
We thought it was Jessica, man. Damn.
That's
They're like,
what it
nah.
was.
So I got that, and I was like, should I read? I was like rereading it, taking a triple take. I was like, shit's hot right now. But then and then I'm
As a
like, Google,
clarification.
yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm straight. But then you know, again, this was all in like the same day. And then you know, I'm working, so everything's been a little like kind of like, you know, mind you, this is all connected. This is not a tangent. Like I said, leading up to the inauguration, there was a bunch of uncertainty and nerves and stuff like that. And same with the birthday because of work. You know what I'm saying? Like that now led me feeling like, do I not have a job? Like, am I now the new guy again at this job? Like, you know, keep in mind, I've been working my way up at this other company, and now I'm starting fresh at this new spot. So I kind of feel like a quarterback that's been like the backup, and then like the coach gets fired, and they're like, "Oh, this is the backup. He's ass." You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah,
Wow.
I used to be fourth string. I worked my way up the back. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But they don't know. So I was like, fuck. So you know, there was that kind of going on, and just every day, everybody kind of, keep in mind, bro, they moved me up to like this lead role right before this transition, and there's this somebody reporting to me.
Does all that like transfers or what? How does
I
that
don't,
work?
well, dude, and then that's another thing. I feel bad because the person that was reporting to me is even more lost and is like, do I still report to you? And I don't want to be like that guy and be like, I don't know, figure it out, right?
Well, yeah.
So,
How would they if you don't have it figured? Yeah.
right, and it's not their fault, bro, right?
No, not at all.
So I've been helping out and training the person under me, so to speak, not even knowing if I should be doing that,
It's
right?
like, how you gonna train? And I don't even.
Um,
It was like, I'm training this guy, but also, what is my job? What am I supposed to be training him?
yo, fam, our mama's. She was like, "Hey, Jesse, you want to help me train?" I was like, yeah, let me fill out this new hire paperwork real quick, and then I'll train you on the job.
Yeah, the job that I apparently just got.
So-
So yeah, we'll find out together. That's a wild
yeah,
situation.
so all that, and
Shout
then
out to your
right,
job.
I guess you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. Shout out to having a job. I guess these are times where people don't
yeah,
got
so I'm
jobs.
saying,
So like, you got to shout
yeah,
out to
shouts.
some of that.
I feel like I jumped out of a moving car and I somehow landed in another one. Shouts to that.
You expecting to hit the ground, but then you're like in another car. You're like, I guess where we going?
Actually, let me rephrase that. I felt like I was a passenger in another car, and the dude was like, "Yo, I'm getting out," and so are you. And I was like, "Wait, what?"
He's
And
like,
then
I am.
and he's like, "Yeah, man, I've been driving for a while. I'm just gonna take a break. You're gonna go in that other car." I was like, "All right, cool." And that's what
Mhm.
happened. But yeah, so Wednesday was my birthday, and because we're at a new company, guess who didn't get any birthday love? Me.
They don't even know who you are yet, bro.
Yeah,
You can't
and now
even.
we got a visual, so now my dumb ass I can show the world that I was like this waiting for emails and shit. Like,
They
like
got you on the Zooms or something. They got the Zoom
yeah,
conferences.
like waiting for like the company emails and shit. No, this is me reading my inbox. Like, birthday? No, no, happy
I'm so
birthday.
wait,
Okay.
like all the time. I'm confused. Oh, you saying like you could show? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because you know how emails pop up and they'll be like, hey, if
I'm,
you wanna go home or like the company emails that like,
hmm
oh, today is so and so's birthday or so. I was waiting for
Yeah,
that for me, but nah, it was just
none
like,
of that.
hey, send in your time cards and all the bullshit.
Right.
So
I know we're
but
getting too into your job, but
yeah, my
like
bad.
no, you're good. But it's like is it even based here? Is it it's like you need to go to the same office? Do you have an office now? Is it just
Um
remote now? I don't even know.
different office, work from home still until everything gets cleared up. That's I don't plan to work from an office for a while anyway. Um, and yeah, I mean it's the same job pretty much from what I was told, the same branding, the same culture and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just rocking as normal.
Okay.
So yeah, with that being said, Wednesday was the birthday, and because of that, I wanted to take my birthday off. But because I started a new job that week, I just didn't feel
Right.
confident. You know what I'm saying? So I was anxious as fuck. Shouts to the sponsors on the Scaries. You know what I'm saying? They helped me out with that. And I was like, dude, okay, I can't be that new guy. I can't, 2 days into this new company be like, hey, I want to take my birthday off. And like already they're like, who's one of this guy, like already bringing hot attention on me. So I was just like, whatever. So I didn't take my birthday off. I worked anyway, but because of that, like we said, the inauguration
Mhm.
was that day. So I kind of just put the TV on and worked, through the motions, half-ass a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like I took the day off anyway.
Yeah.
But nah, birthday was cool, man. I got the first gift I got was from my boy Wendell. He got me a parking sign that said, it's like a stoner joke on there, and it was
What did
like,
it say?
stoners.
Oh yeah.
It says stoners only. Uh, violators will, and then it says dot dot dot. I forgot.
It's like that's perfect. Though. I like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot.
Yeah,
So,
like shit. What was I saying?
yeah, exactly. So I got that for my birthday. And then, shouts to Joelle and her dad, man. They got me, I'm a coffee fiend. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
they got me an Nespresso maker, man, which is, like the Keurigs, but for espresso. And you could do coffee in that bitch, and it's dope, man. It looks like it's something James Bond would have, and I'm excited. And now, like I'm gonna abuse coffee. You know what I'm saying? So,
So
so
I'm
yeah,
about to run train on coffee, bro.
you know, I'm about to just knock over the spigot and just put my mouth straight to the funnel, bro. You know what I'm
That's
saying? You know
wild.
what I'm saying?
That's what's up. I saw the cake. I got the pictures of the cake. That shit look good. Look dope. Um,
Also, I know your opinions on Red Velvet. You said it's like a bunch of lies. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much it's chocolate cake wearing a red suit. You know what
yeah.
I'm
It's just they just put a little dye in the chocolate cake, but I don't know. I'm not a. I don't like chocolate. I got all these caveats about it. I think Trav was saying I should just say that I shouldn't even say that I don't like chocolate because I like so many variations of it. But it's like Red Velvet. It's okay if I get some milk or some shit. You know what I mean to eat after, but I'm definitely not going out my way to eat a red velvet cake. But I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah.
It still looked good. Like it looked like a well baked
Yeah,
cake.
it was dope. And she got me a sign that said "Happy Quarantine Birthday," and it was a bunch of COVIDs and toilet papers as like the design.
Nah, yeah, that's
So
funny
that was
though.
cool. And then my brother and parents, man, shouts to them. I couldn't even be happier. They shipped me, the Buckets know, we know how much I vent and rant and complain about no pizza in
Mm-hmm.
Arizona. The the pizza shaped hole in my heart that is like bigger than my head.
Bigger than a
And
Domino's
I just
pizza.
the large style, whatever they call it. And
Yeah.
and I'm like, bro, like I can't continue to like just, try to pump fake myself out and eating pizza, eating this Arizona shit with one eye closed, trying to like fool myself. It's just, it's a big difference, bro. And for those, but for those that haven't, what I'm saying, I know some homies like, yo, I got to try it, all the snobbery and stuff. It's like, this
Mm-hmm.
is the best thing I can explain. It's not just you hear a bunch, the water in the dough, and that's the big difference and why the dough is different. This is
Oh
the
yeah, the water
difference.
here does suck. So that's a good explanation though.
That's a big reason. But even furthermore, New York pizza, East Coast pizza. I won't even limit to New York. I'll say Jersey's got some fire pizza too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Um,
yeah, I would. Yeah, I think that just makes sense. That makes sense. It's like right there.
yeah, and mainly because it's just New Yorkers that moved there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I might say they all moved there. The Italians that got the pizza shop, they cousins in Jersey. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly, bro. It's just like dudes that have come from Cali to go to Arizona, and they got the
Yeah,
ill
exactly.
burrito spot or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's why upstate also has good pizza. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not.
bro. It's regional. It's regional.
Yeah, 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 for sure. But I
So
here is just everything's fucking changed. So that's why.
So with that, but on top of the chain, bro, like when someone could say like, "Oh, the crust is good, the cheese, the sauce," you know what I'm saying? New York pizza, East Coast pizza, you can actually tell the difference and the deviation between the cheese, the sauce, the the dough, and the
Hmm.
crust. They're four items, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Whereas Arizona pizza, Florida pizza, Texas pizza, all these places I've been,
Texas
it's
pizza sounds
really,
fucking hilarious. Is that just
dude.
barbecue?
Yeah, it's just an enchilada. Like,
uh,
um, what Tex-Mex or whatever.
yeah, yeah, it's a
No,
fucking it's just a quesadilla, bro.
Cal- California pizza, any places, bro. The dough and the sauce is like one entity, and it's like what it is. It's like it's just melted cheese on top of what is like a saucy bread. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Whereas
okay. I mean,
pizza back home is, man,
I was that you
it's
still described a pizza, but I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
I,
I'm on.
I may have described it with my mouth that way, but
Yeah,
you
but
knew what I
I
you
knew
know what
knew
I'm
what you were
saying?
saying.
With my heart, it was described something else. Okay.
Exactly. It was like I get
Mm.
what they don't got they got the ingredients, they got the formula, but they don't got the like the love, you know what I mean? That they're
It's an
supposed to have.
arranged marriage where, like in New York pizza, it's like,
Hmm.
yo, they met and they got along nice. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they've been rocking for some years. And it's, you know what I'm saying? That it's not rushed, it's not forced. But out here, it's forced. So with that, they got me some pizza, a couple of pies from Joe's, bro. Phenomenal. Great spot back home. You know what I'm saying? They're frozen. All you have to do is throw it in the oven and you're set. Obviously it's not the same as like, being home and getting the pie and being in the spot, but it was refreshing to, be able to eat the pie, and it was still way better than anything out here. So I cracked one of the pies, still got a pepperoni one left. But yeah, so those are my birthday gifts, man. I got a lot of love on the socials, man, including from you. Thanks to that. Thanks to, you know, all the lands from Colorado turned up, people from back home. It was a blessing, man. So yeah, that and the inauguration happened. We got a new president, and I went to bed. Happy birthday, boys! And
That's what's up, bro. I got the Suns game on in the background, and these dudes we're up 3 and this shit just got tied to overtime. So man, I'm just like, man, I'm sick of these niggas. But
I thought you were like, I thought you thought I was like lying about my birthday.
nah. Of course not. My bad. I just looked over and I just see Jamal Murray hit a 3 to tie the game to go into overtime. I'm like, man, fuck these dudes, bro. But yeah, no, that's crazy though. Yeah, it was a good day.
In happy basketball news, my created character in NBA 2K20 just won a championship with the Orlando Magic.
Hey, with the
So
Magic, that's random. It's very random.
yeah,
That's how I like to do, just going random ass teams. But
yeah.
yeah, no, the fucking yeah, no, I'm glad your birthday was good, man. And inauguration was good. I know everybody was kind of on edge, thinking that shit might go down because of obviously the a couple weeks ago, shit was fucking crazy. And people were going crazy, and they had to fucking suspend people in the National Guard because they were supremacists. But I like their wording was like, "Hey, these National Guard people were white supremacists, so we just told them not to work that day." And it's like, wait, hold on, I feel like you should do more though. Like I feel like that shouldn't be. They just like, nah, yo, take this day off. You come back Monday. like, hey, we saw you posting shit about white power and how the Jews won't replace us. Just don't come in Monday, bro. We'll see you Tuesday though. You know what I mean? Like what?
Like, hey, we know you're proud boys, but we need you to take the day off. You know what I'm saying?
Like let the heat die down. You know what I mean? You just come back.
Dude, I will say there was like a little so a lot of people that fell for Trump's duping and his stringing them along of like they stole the election, but watch what happens. Like he kept making people think that like he was gonna rappel from the ceiling on like 12:51 or 11:59 that day and be like vetoed. I'm still the president.
And like, how would that even work, bro? Like, I didn't have this power until at any other time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use it at the last second. How does that even work, bro?
Dude, I saw so many people that are like, they thought they were gonna be this big MAGA rally, like his send off. Dude, nobody was there.
Yeah,
dude,
I saw the
left
report.
All sad.
They wanted everybody to go to every like Capitol building or something like that, and there was like one in New York, and it was one person showed up, and he was just outside of the Capitol, and they just asked him. He was like, "Yeah, I thought a lot more people were going to show up. Like, I hope you at least thought more than just you."
Yeah, bro. Damn, bro. Like
I don't feel bad for dude, but it's just also like that's wild, man. He ain't hit up nobody. They ain't got no group chat. I mean, I guess the group chat it was taken away from him because they all got kicked off. And, you know what I'm saying? There was no parlor. You know what I mean? They couldn't. He could have hit somebody up on 4chan or something. What's up, man? 8chan, one of them. Reddit.
He couldn't even lie about when you go to a party at college and it's whack, but your friend invited you. You're like, bro, I came out here for this, and he's like, nah, bro, there was like 50 heads here earlier. You just missed it.
Nah, he didn't even have that. It just can't. He went dolo. You ever go dolo to something and then not know what's gonna happen? Like me, I've never done that. Like I need to at least somebody else to go with me to make sure if we have an experience where nobody's there, at least we're there together. And we can be like, oh, that didn't work out and we leave. But showing up dolo by yourself to some shit that's not lit, that's just embarrassing.
There's plenty of times I've been to the parties where homies will be like, yeah, I'll meet you out there. I'm like, all right, I'll pull up. And they don't show up. And then I'm just like on my phone and shit. And they're like, yo, who do you know? And I'm like, not one of y'all, my bad.
No, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna head out, man. This shit not lit anyway.
And then you find out they don't even know you, dude. You're like, I know Steve. They're like, who the fuck is Steve? You're like,
who the hell is that?
I know
nobody didn't show up, bro. And even in at least under that situation, you knew somebody, you thought somebody was coming. Like this dude just went without, he didn't even know. He just like he took a leap of faith and they let his ass fall, bro. That's crazy.
They said the title sounded convincing. Million MAGA March. I had to be one of the million.
Yeah, man.
The odds sounded good. You know what I'm saying? If it was 100 MAGA March, it's like, nah, I can't. That's that's too much. That's too much expectations on me.
Yeah, that's like on all of that means I got a lot more.
Yeah, I'm 1% of this shit. Nah,
yeah, like that's a lot, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Then he was 100%.
Yeah, fuck yeah. My man he gave 100% like in interviews and shit. Like, yeah, I really gave 100%.
That's fucking wild.
You know how like football games they'll break it up like OHIO.
Yeah, he just doing it by himself.
He's like make America great again. But nah, so yeah, and then what's even funnier, bro, is like not to be I Mr. Told You So, but it happens. A lot of people, man, kind of hit us with the like, and I've actually seen this. Some people with the QAnon and the Trump shit even was
Fucking love it. Not
like
really.
they were just like, yo, was this kind of like, was that it? Like, was this all for nothing? Like, I kind of feel
Yeah.
stupid. You know what I'm saying? And everyone's kind of like, fam, we told you. Like, come on, son. Like, now unravel the rest of the shit. Like, Pizzagate?
Like,
Nope. Obamagate? Nope.
no.
See, like, the libs, everything's nope. Like, just stop, bro. You got played and it's okay, fam.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I thought Derrick Rose coming to the Knicks was gonna be special. You know what I'm saying? and it wasn't. It's okay to be like, you know what?
I
Fuck.
got
And
duped, bro.
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, fam, it's the part that makes it okay is the fact that we told you guys that you don't fall in love with somebody that has a job that's up for grabs every 4 years. You guys
Yeah,
made
it
it
doesn't make
seem
any fucking sense.
like, oh, this guy's gonna be it forever. Like, fam, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like falling in love with your 5th grade teacher. Like, you're not gonna be in 5th grade forever. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is also wild is they're just like he's had 70 million votes. How could he lost? And it's like, bro, y'all talking about a dude who didn't win the most votes last time. What do you mean? Very simple, but you know what I mean. I guess it's just hard for some people to wrap their head around. I got people who I went to high school with that are on Facebook and they're just saying. I remember right before the inauguration, everybody's like, yeah, them going to the Capitol is bad, and he just saying like, nah, it was all Antifa and this and that. And we're like, bro, what? And we have literally like the video, man. Like, don't make any sense what you're saying. He was like, don't worry, like you guys will see during like what happens on inauguration day. I'll what I'm saying, I'll just let you guys figure out since you guys want to be sheep or whatever. And it's like, all right, it's here. What's up? What am I figuring out? Time's up, buddy. I ain't,
You know what I'm saying?
surprisingly, I haven't figured anything out new. You know what I'm saying?
On top of that, with that being said, I want to, announce the retirement of Antifa. Y'all lived
yeah, there's no need for you. We don't need you anymore.
The pho you were anti to is no more. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
it's
think
like
y'all rocked for 4 years. Y'all were a good, you guys were a good college year. Y'all were like college kids. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. The meme of it was from Toy Story where he's dropping Woody on the ground. He's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. That's the right wing getting rid of Antifa as the boogeyman. It's
They
like there's no need.
They dropped their crowbar like no
It's
more.
just like no more, bro. It's like remember the fucking. I know that you're probably getting too political with the pod, but the van that was during the midterm elections. It was like that. It wasn't. It was the caravans coming from Mexico. Where'd they go? They just disappeared. They just disappeared in thin air. Nobody heard after the midterm elections. Nobody heard about the caravans ever again.
They said we have America at home,
and now we won't hear about radical Antifa. You know what I mean? Ever again, apparently.
The caravan, the person driving the caravan said, "You got America money?" And they said, "Nah."
They just turned around. That's what they was like, "Oh wait, there's a gate." Turned around. Like y'all told me there wasn't no gate yet, bro.
Yeah, I always laugh. I was like, the caravans. I was like, you mean those like fucking soccer mom cars? Like, I don't know. They're probably going to soccer practice. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, what are they in the? They're in the Dodge Caravan. What's up?
Yeah. Oh, they're in the Windstar. You know what I'm saying?
They're in the Chrysler Pacifica hybrid, bro. Like, what's up?
I'm like, shit, bro. They street racing? They can't be hot. Like, whatever.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Let them come, bro. Fuck. Anyway, yeah. So I thought that shit was funny, bro. I mean, it's like, yo, anyone who's been duped, take it back to the college days. People have been like, yo, this dude said he's gonna come through and there's gonna be 100 girls at the party. No, that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? You told other people like, yo, there's gonna be 100 girls here. Like, you got son. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
What do you do? Oh, nah, they lied to me. They preyed on my downfall. Like, nah, you believed in some shit that wasn't true.
That was something that was hard to believe in to begin with. And you just sometimes you just got to take the L on that shit. But people nowadays, I hate being nowadays guy, but motherfuckers do not like taking that L, and sometimes you just got to, bro. You have no other choice. The L is here. Like they gonna put the L in your pocket regardless. You got to live with the L, but you don't want to take it. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. Um, but I guess even though we said, I guess we're just going full politics on this one. I don't know.
It's interwoven, bro. It's a birthday boy. You know what I'm saying? How are they
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
not
no.
talk about my birthday when that shit happened on my birthday?
No. I feel you. I was about to say the other thing that's just been irking me all week is just seeing this argument about 15-minute, $15, excuse me, minimum wage. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've been seeing these dumbass
Yeah.
arguments. You have?
I thought. Hey, matter of fact, they got me. I thought that shit was $15 like a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Or that was it
I think
was
that's just in Seattle or something.
I mean, not the flex. I haven't been on minimum wage since in a minute. I've been under it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
under at least the $15 one,
I'm
but
saying I've been below minimum. What you mean, son?
yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I feel you. It just everybody's out here for some reason. I don't saying they don't want people to get more money, and I don't understand the logic. And I'm it's like I know a lot of people aren't making, aren't just I know a lot of people that aren't making $15 an hour talking about some. Wait, so everybody get $15 an hour? Like that don't like motherfuckers flipping burgers, and it's like hold on, wait, what? Like why do you care about the other jobs making $15 an hour? Shouldn't you care about, hey, if something happened to me and I got to take any job I can find, the least I can make is $15 an hour. Like that's how you should be thinking about it. And like from there, other jobs that have to pay you more because it's like, yeah, McDonald's can find anybody to flip burgers, but you can't say you want a bachelor's degree and only pay me minimum wage because I could literally go anywhere and make that much money. But people are just like, no, if we have minimum wage, then like, you know what I'm saying? All the prices for everything's gonna go up. And it's like, where the fuck have you been, dog? This shit been running up the score for a minute. Like it's been going up. What the fuck?
Yeah, they trying to pull the goalie just to run it up, son. Like,
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Like chips were 25 cents when we were a kid, and them now them chips are like the same bag and it's two for $1. And I'm like, wait, hold on, this ain't double the chips.
yo, that's funny. Shouts to the socials, man. You can follow us on Insta at the Buckethead Boys. Remember that post I made about Wrigley's gum?
Oh yeah. What are
I
they
was
like?
35 cents. I was like, but times, you remember this? Remember, we old enough, they were 25 cents.
There, 25. You get 4 sticks of gum for $1, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And that I remember that because at the deli, you'd get 4 packs of gum for $1. You know what I'm saying? So you're just like, boom, I'm out. And that's why I was like, yeah, Winter Fresh was dope. You know what I'm saying? That was like top tier. You know, that's if you were on your bullshit. And then, Red Hot, if, you were unique, you know what I'm saying? You respected your creativity. But then Double Mint was like, this person, I don't know, they go to the dentist a lot or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with that, I think that's funny how it's like they see it as a threat, and that that goes back to that's why like as much as like people are like politics is boring, I'm like, yeah, it really comes down to at the end of the day it's the same thing though. Like it's like we're arguing, it's just a pendulum, right? It's either it's us versus them, right? Or people that think it's us versus them, and it's like little do you realize you're part of us. You know what I'm saying? Like you live like nothing separates you from the person that's complaining about the thing that you argue against, right?
Yeah.
So I think that part that like is funny is like if you think so minimum wage goes up, right? Oh no, everything's gonna go up. False. Think about if it's school, right? The teacher comes in and goes, all right, I know a lot of some of you guys are struggling to get good grades, and it's crazy. So instead of a D being a 60, a D is going to be a 50. So if students that already get 80s on their tests or 90s on their test, how the fuck is that going to affect you, bro?
It doesn't at all.
You're still going to get the grades. You're still going to get the good grades. In fact, you're going to have a better grade. Your shit might turn to an A+ now because you're that much farther from the fucking minimum, right?
Exactly.
And it's like, yo, y'all want to, it's so funny how they have that mindset of like, I could be rich. I got all this money. It's like
what if I start a small business and then I gotta pay everybody $15 an hour and then I can't afford to run my small business, and it's like, bro, you didn't even get to step one. The fuck are you talking?
Bro,
like
you're next to the person paying minimum wage. What the fuck do
yeah,
you
what you
mean,
talk?
bro?
You wait, like, bro. What do you think? Is you gonna end up working that job that you just created in your mind, or is you gonna actually like own that business? Like, what do you think is more likely to happen? Like, come on, man.
That's like, I
And
mean,
trust the fact that that's your argument for this tells me you ain't about to own no fucking business.
or you see that tweet that was like, it was from a girl that was like, ladies, if he doesn't pay your full rent, kick him out. And some dude was like, where are you gonna go? You can't even pay half rent.
Yeah, it's like what? Like I don't get it. You want him to, and okay, so you want him to pay all the rent, and if he can't do that, in turn, you're just gonna pay all the rent. I bet. Cool.
Dude, and yeah, so people get in that, and we don't got all the answers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure if there was a situation where we had money and like people were like, oh, would you rather have it for yourself or, expend it to others? And it's like, obviously, right now, as we're closer to those without money, it's easier for us to say it'd be easier to provide to others. But I respect that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to discredit that. But I also respect, like, I know myself and I know that, like, I'm not going to, there's no amount that would be like, yeah, I said all that, but fuck that. That was broke, Jay.
Right?
That was broke, JB. Yeah, I was bugging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'd say anything when I was broke, but not like, um, you know, with that, like people just get sold on other things. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like they're afraid at the guy next to them making minimum wage. But then at the same time, it's like, what if I become a Fortune 500 business owner? It's like, sounds like you got a fucking way to go, fam, because you're competing with the minimum wage people.
You're like, whoa, I made $15 an hour, bro, and also that's not fair to fucking business owner. I might be it's like, I don't think you are if you complain about people making the same amount as you, and that's the minimum wage, bro. I think you need to worry about yourself and deal
Dude.
with that first. You know
And
what I mean?
then the people are like, oh, but if you raise corporate taxes, then eventually you're going to hurt like a self-made business guy. I'm like, no, because like we just said, there's a difference between a corporation and a sole
Exactly.
proprietorship, and they have different tax brackets. Like, stop worrying
Exactly.
about like, yo, you can't tax Walmart because then Jerry, who runs his own beard oil shop, is going to get waxed. It's like, no,
Yeah,
he's
no.
not.
And first of all, Walmart already doing that to small businesses. It's already a
Yeah.
wrap for them. Like they already taking them out. Besides that, and also, I know we just keep and also in, but it's like, bruh, they all these jobs, all they do is they find ways to maximize like productivity while still like firing people, bro. Like, so you can't say, well, now they're just gonna fire people because they can't afford to pay you. And it was like, yeah, dude, that sucks. But guess what? If you was making $15 an hour and your job is like, I can't afford to pay for you, you just get a job somewhere else that pays, guess what? $15 an hour. Like that. Oh shit. Like that's
Bro, if your
wow.
business,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
if paying somebody like $5, if on some real shit, if your payroll money is like the separation between your business falling apart, your business is not sustainable. Like if
No, it's
paying,
not.
because it's like, yo, I gotta pay my employees. It's like, fam, that's a known thing. Like you gotta
Yeah,
pay people,
exactly.
so don't
And it
act like the money for that is gonna break you, right?
right, like the money isn't even that much a difference, bro. Like I think like $5 is like an extra 10 grand a year or something like that. Like a $5 raise ends up being like 10 grand or something. I know it's like a dollar raise is like 2 grand every year. So yeah, or so what? No, yes, yeah. So it's fucking ends up being 10. Like if you can't afford an extra 10 grand in your budget for one employee, like yeah, no, I think your business just shouldn't be
You know what I'm saying?
like it just shouldn't be. And like you know what I mean? Like and it's like, oh man, you're gonna have to get rid of one of your vacation houses, man. Which I know that's not what they would do. They would just fire people, but it's just like at least some people would be able to land on their feet
Yeah, bro,
with a
because
$15 an hour job.
you know why that you know what they say to combat that? They say, well, no, because if you raise the taxes, then they fire employees and then they stop spending money, and I was like, no, because reverse with that implication, the extra money they make, you think they give it back to the employees? No, they
Yeah.
go buy a boat. And then I had a customer on the phone the other day say, yeah, but um I already lost the sale. So we were just kind of ranting about anything. And this customer was like, Yeah, but if they buy a new boat, that opens jobs. I was like, opens jobs for a fisherman, for one guy?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what?
Like what?
And
It's
she's
not.
like, he's like, no, people build the boat. I was like, no, you're giving too much. That's not. I
That
was like,
doesn't make
that's
any
not
sense.
how that works. But I was like,
I like how people think that, but they don't think giving more people more money in their pocket to go spend more money doesn't also create jobs. But whatever, it don't matter.
yeah,
Yeah,
or Jerry Jones making the people of Dallas and Arlington pay for the stadium, and then he
yeah.
gets
Like
the
how does that
tax
help?
benefit. He gets
Yeah, like
the tax benefits, all the property tax. He gets
and you still gotta pay to go to games.
yeah, and then you know motherfuckers, broke motherfuckers will say it opens jobs. It's like, oh yeah, now the Duke has his dream job of flipping hot dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
fucking. He had to fucking take stale hot dogs off the roller and hand it to people
oh, he gets to
at
clean up.
drunk people
Yeah,
at Cowboys games. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh, he gets to fucking clean up popcorn in between. It's like, oh, that's opening jobs, bro. Like,
Yeah, like he gotta deal with two dudes fighting in fucking Terrell Owens jerseys.
yeah,
And they're fucking like, yay, that's
you know
dream
what I'm
job,
saying?
bro.
So people, hey man, not to say that we have never got, you know what I'm saying? I get hustled, damn near weekly by DoorDash and Postmates on these. Oh yeah, we only take 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Y'all
right.
lying me, bro. And I still come back for more. You know what I'm saying? So well, some people just don't, it's like an abusive relationship. You just don't learn your lesson. You just
Yeah,
attract, that style. So
yeah. I think people just been brainwashed into thinking that certain I don't know people they hear these things and then they kind of run with it without thinking about it. And I get it. Economics in high school was half a semester. You know what I mean? You take most people take pig one semester and then economics the other, and all you pretty much learn is like supply and demand. You don't learn any fucking thing else.
oh,
You know
what's
what I
pig?
mean?
Pig was participation in government.
Yeah, yeah. Did you take?
Yeah.
Did you have it where you just did half and half? Because that's what they did at my high school.
Uh, I think they just threw that. No, we didn't even get that much econ. I think they just threw it in like social studies. Yeah,
Just one
they're like, yo, supply and
one
demand.
one segment, like one fucking what's it called, just one chapter in one book is just economics. It's like, here's economics, and they just show you one graph. It's like, all right.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think that's
Yeah, yeah, our shit was like half and half unless you took AP. I took AP economics.
all
Not to
flex.
like two. That's not like a flex or anything like that. It was like one of the easier APs, but whatever. Yeah. So I'm not surprised most people don't. They have no clue how any of this stuff works.
I should be like
And
one of those chaotic people that I'm like, yeah, but with that being said, I actually disagree with the minimum wage being $15.
like, all right, man. Like at the end of the day, it's like, oh man, it's gonna nuke the economy. And it's like, how good is the economy right now? Any fucking way, bro. Just give more people more money. I don't care what the
And
consequences
to keep it real, I nuke half my food anyway. So let's go with it.
are. um, but yeah, I think we talked enough about that.
So
Did you
birthday
want
was
to?
cool, man. I was supposed to get sushi, didn't get sushi, but I got some other food. I got burrito tacos, which were fire.
Oh, bro, I see those everywhere, and I be wanting them, but then I tried to get them from one spot, and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? They were closed when I went, or something like that. And it was just weird. And it's not a thing that's just like everywhere. I was
No,
like, I
it's
could
not.
make my own, but I'm not about to be out here stewing some meat.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know?
know. It was cool. It wasn't exactly the thing you see on Instagram and stuff, but it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool.
Okay.
But yeah, then I think I got another gift. Oh, then Joel got me a couple lights, more lights for the studio, you know what I'm saying? Now that we
Hey.
visual on the Bucket Up Pod. Um you could even, because I'll be on my bath tips. This is waterproof. You could throw them in the tub and change the watercolors. What up?
Hey.
Um and then yeah, what else did I get? I'm trying to think. The pizza. I treated myself to some marijuana. It's legal in Arizona.
Hey.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
transition right there.
I will say, what's funny is talking about people being scared of like, oh, more for others, less for me. A big hesitation, even in the weed community. People were saying that like they were against the idea of recreational marijuana because it would kind of saturate the market and make it too. It would like lower the quality of weed and
Jesus Christ, man.
right. And I was like, fuck, dude, there's people everywhere like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Me, I was like, I don't care. I have my medical card. I'm legal medically for the next 2 years anyway. So like I evade the taxes. I don't have to pay the extra prices, all that stuff.
Mm,
Eventually. For now, I kind of got mingled in with the recreational crowd. So this go around, dude, it just became legal in Arizona, and anybody can go, above and 21, pop in there and go. I did an online order, and I went there, bro, and the place was wrapped around the fucking building, just like when White Castle came to Arizona, and that shit was a 5 hour wait. I rolled up because I'm a regular there, and I talked to the dude, and he told me, yeah, bro, it's like an hour and a half wait, even for online orders, and we're not doing any discounts or any specials, mind you. They gave me 20% regular discount for being a return customer, and I had my student ID on me. And then they'd always have like these bundle deals, like, oh, buy 3 get 1 free, buy 2 get 1. You know what I'm saying? They chopped all
mm-hmm.
that shit because supply and demand. There was a high ass supply, so, or I mean, a high ass demand. So they were like, why do they need to cut the price? They're gonna sell it anyway, right?
Yeah.
So that's the type of scare tactic shit people get into. Like, oh, see, where's that idea of everybody having a piece of the cake? It's it goes up. And I will say, like, yeah, right now, short term, it sucked. I paid a little bit more than I should have. I waited a little longer. But then ultimately, I realized that, like, I'm just one of a billion people in this world. And if I know that means that others can have some, and, at my expense, I just have a little less, that's okay, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's not the worst thing ever in the world. Like people try to make
no,
it
you know
out
what I'm
to be.
saying? Like, it'd be cool to have a surplus of weed, but I had
And also, we
enough.
talking about weed, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
not some
literally grows on trees. You know what I'm saying?
that like it's not like it's ever gonna go out like an actual drought, especially if it's legal, man.
Yeah.
And then and
So,
and I'm gonna say
yeah, it's legal.
on top of that is also weed. Like it's not some thing that it's not water, bro. It's not fucking heat. It's not electricity. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, oh man, they out of my favorite weed. Like pick another one or go a couple days. You know?
Yeah, and it's like, I understand there's like a thrill. Some people that really stayed away from it because they thought it was illegal, and it's like they just didn't ever want to partake in something that had that stigma. But now it's just like the hood is off the car. They're just like, okay, it's just a plant. It's funny how they just their mind could just condition them to think that. So
Yeah.
um, I, shouts to me. I'm constantly working on my emotional control and being able to stay neutral and not act on, being upset. I had, a small amount of tree last night. I was going to go re-up, but then I got there and there was just too long of a line. And I was like, eh. And I stayed cool and I was calm. And I knew it wasn't the guy that told me that's fault. That it was an hour and a half wait or whatever. And I just was like, fine. So, this morning I man up, I wake up like it's the iPhone, release, and I go to the dispensary early, and it's another fucking hour wait, dude. And I was like,
Ah,
oh,
shit.
holy shit. I was like, weed is popular, I guess.
Now you're like, maybe they was right.
I was like, yo, this is the socialist, it's
Yeah,
socialist
the prop.
Antifa's.
Everything's gone because they
Yo,
COVID.
yo,
It's all stupid.
yeah, make America great again.
They
Now,
ain't got they don't got the weed delivery system yet, like Grubhub or Door Dank Dash. They don't
mm,
got that yet.
that I'm trying to think of other puns now. It's like, uh, Uber Weeds, Uber Eats,
Oh,
Uber
okay,
Weeds.
okay,
You know
okay,
what I'm
okay.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
They got Chiba Hut. You can go Chiba Hub. I was
Mm,
going Grubhub, but Chiba Hub. Uh,
you know what I'm saying? You could do like there's 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 Postmates. You could be Smokemates. Mm.
yeah, I don't think this. I feel like the first one was good, and
Yeah,
we just went
nah,
downhill
that's
after.
okay, man.
I'm gonna
Maybe
go ahead. I'm gonna apologize to our listeners.
yeah, that was bad. It was some bad
I'm
weed. You know what I'm
sorry,
saying?
man.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of Hey, like we said, humility.
I should just the YouTube video is gonna see that. I should just edit this part out and just
Mm.
leave it after Dank Dash, and you just never know what happened. And we just
Nah.
come back right now. Okay, so you were at the weed
Oh
spot.
yeah, bro. Oh, that was a great pun, bro. Good one. Anyway, So now, but then also on the Book It Up podcast, I would, we always get myself, I find myself in awkward conversations in very, weird scenarios, social, endeavors. This one, I was a fly on the wall, if you will. I keep in mind, it's a year and a half, hour and a half wait. So I'm behind these people,
Mm-hmm.
and casually I have to listen to people's conversations. And honestly, I'm not gonna be a snob, but people's convos suck, bro. Like if
I
I'm
mean, they
not,
just making time, bro. It's
yeah,
just
I'm
all small
saying, but
talk.
yeah, I just don't care. That's why I love being on my phone, being in my world. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But these people, I could overhear. This guy was like, he was like the overzealous, social justice warrior, white guy. Like, he was like, they made weed illegal because they wanted to, lock up brown and black people, and that's not right. And it's like, he's fighting this fight at 10 in
I
the morning.
mean, he probably got some points, but it's been some time.
It's like chill, like
Reefer
whatever.
madness, you know.
It's cool. So then what's funny is then like he's like, yeah, and and they're just giving each other the the weakest like I usually where do you live? I'm Chandler. I'm around here on the 202, and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just like, oh,
the
this shit's like.
small talk.
But then it starts getting awkward because then the guy's like, yeah, I mean that's crazy that it's legal around here. I know that some places, which is true, some places don't have their license yet. That's why it's a little congested. And he was like, I voted for this. This is the first time I've, voted recently. And,
He
finally
only voted for that. He ain't vote for nothing else.
and he was like, finally my vote counted for something. And then the guy was like, oh, your vote always counts. And I was like, here we go. And he was like, well, you know what I mean, blah, 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 blah. And the guy's like, well, no, your votes, it's always important to vote. And like, they were both very hard on each other's stances. And I was like, fuck. Like, I was like turning up my phone volume, like, all the way up, like, Pop Smoke, what's good? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And then they're still talking. And then what's funny is like the guy, like, this was his like cordial way of being like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. He was like, sir, can you stand 6 feet? Like, you're a little close. And then the guy was like, oh, but we're still stuck in the line. So it's like, I wanted to be like, my guy, you can't, you're too far in. You can't engage and then tell somebody like, hey, I'm done. You
You're
like,
right. You're right. I'm
you
just like,
opened up the can of worms, right? This motherfucker's, you kidding me? He's not gonna be done talking until this line's over. Like, you
exactly.
gotta know your audience.
That's why you gotta when people try to hit you with the small talk in the line, you gotta just be short off rip. Like
Yeah, it's
you
either
can't
all
really
in or all
indulge
out.
too
Yeah.
much. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you answer one thing, but then you kind of get quiet so they know not to like you know what I'm saying keep going with it. And it's like yeah, I just like I'm not here for this right now. But once
Yeah.
you go back and forth, they're like, all right, I guess this is open. We got a rapport going, bro. We got to keep this going. And now you on the clock. You look around, you think that this is gonna be a quick conversation, and you're like, shit, we ain't really moving this line.
Like, it's like same with an Uber. It's like if you take a 30 or plus minute Uber, it's like you either all in with the Uber driver or not, because you can't
Yeah.
be like, how's the weather? Cool. Go silent for 15 minutes and be like, hey, bro, remember when we tried talking? You want to like run that back or not? Like, you just turn up the music. Um, so this, he's like, telling him to get stamped back 6 feet or whatever. And then your man, bro, I was like, this guy, not that I'm an expert at avoiding awkward situations because I find myself in them, but I feel like I'm experienced.
Yeah.
And this guy's trying to like you were just saying, create that personal space, like that cue of like, all right, I'm done with this, right? But
Right.
he just was not good at it. So then of all the things to do, he pretends that he starts playing golf. Like,
What?
yeah, just like working on my
In the
swing.
line like he's playing
Yeah.
golf.
And then and the guy's like, oh, you play golf? And I'm like, bro, what do you think was gonna happen? He was just gonna stand there and let you work on your backswing.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah, I had to witness this shit. And
I'm
then
guessing these people were white. I'm just gonna go ahead and
yeah, white and like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's why I always like, there's a difference, bro. Like, I'm not them. You know and then this hat, shouts to Select. The guy was like, they have a bunch of merch and they were just like, yo, if you buy something, I'll give you this hat. I was like, yeah, deal. So I got the
There you
hat.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So yeah, we out here smoking on that legal,
Yeah,
and
legal. Yeah, I saw everybody got there getting all their licenses out. They had the list of all the places with the licenses. I was like, oh shit, we up and running. That's crazy.
yeah.
But
So all in all, like I said, not a threat to me. Unfortunately, I did pay a little bit more than I wanted to, and I have to ration, but at the expense of others being high, I'm happy.
there you go. Yeah, and that that's how people who smoke weed's dream is for other people to smoke. Apparently, they're always trying to smoke people out. They're always trying to get people to join them in their highness. So I'm sure most weed smokers are cool with this. You know what I mean?
Dude, and like every depiction in in movies, they like kind of sensationalize it a little bit, but like
Nah,
the
every time it's we
yeah,
potheads
but the
definitely be trying to smoke people out all the time.
yes, but at the high school party, like movies and stuff, they do a good job because it's like, yeah, you could come with like it's like there'll be stoners at a party that just have a random puppy for some reason, or
Mm-hmm.
like they just partying with the wild pack of tacos. It's like, yo, where'd
Where'd you
like
get that?
they're never fighting with anybody. They never
No,
start
they're
a
just chilling,
problem.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Like that's exactly why, because we want everyone to vibe. Like, hey, we saw y'all yelling. Try this. Y'all want better. You know what I'm
It's like,
saying?
bro, stop trying to get me to smoke, man.
Yeah, I love that shit. So yeah, so shouts to that legal. You know what I'm saying? I always promote like, we're movie reviewers, you know what I'm saying? We're movie fans. I always say if you got time to sit and watch a movie, well now you got time to sit, smoke weed and watch a movie. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go. There you go. Speaking of that, I know we're running a little bit longer. You want to get in through quick review and then we can hop into the songs of the week.
Yeah, I the review I got is actually quick as can be anyway. So
Okay,
um
what's up?
the crack doc, you know what I'm saying? On Netflix. I didn't watch it fully. I cracked it, no pun intended. And I will say, dude, there was a lot of some from the I watched a good amount, maybe 40 minutes of it. It's like an hour long. And yeah, dude, there was a lot of like touching on, especially like, how NWA when they rapped about and talked about how like they may facilitate it and rap about and glamorize it, but they never originated it. Like these
Yeah.
drugs came from other countries, right?
They came from somewhere, you know what I mean? I
Right.
remember back in when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I think it was either my dad or maybe my uncle or somebody was just like, they talk about, coke and crack and stuff, and it's like it comes from overseas, and it's just like, have you ever seen a nigga with a boat? Like, how did it get here? You know what I mean? Like, it's not just, it's not like we leave motherfuckers leaving the inner cities of Detroit to fucking, you know what I mean? Go to
Lake
Mexico.
Michigan, they just in that shit. Like,
Yeah, like that shit don't come from nowhere, bro. They're not going, trips to Colombia and coming back, with kilos. Like it gets here some way, and it ain't black people. You know what I'm
and
saying?
they were, talking about how like, society, talk about difference in class and wage and all that, wealth and all that shit. Like the wealth gap, like cocaine was seen as like a white person wealthy
Drug, yeah,
drug, and then the people in the hood couldn't afford it, so they would chop it up and it would be a weaker version, but then they smoked it because it would go straight to your head and it was a more of a
yeah,
rush. So the double down was the incarceration rate, and the crimes affiliated with crack were like 3 times as bad as coke.
Oh yeah, they were way worse. Even though it was like technically coke is worse because it's like
The
the most pure
quality.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
worse of a drug, right? So it's like,
yeah,
bro, it's like you going to jail for like a Subway sandwich opposed to these dudes eating
yeah.
like the firehouse
Exactly.
subs,
And, right, you're going to jail because the Subway sandwich is addicting and you can't stop eating the Subway sandwich because and it's also poison in you. But they don't arrest people who put the poison in the sandwich. You know what I mean? Like that don't make any fucking
Yeah.
sense.
You know what I'm
So,
saying? So
uh
yeah, so all of that, I mean, it is a frustrating doc in itself because it's like, it's annoying, but it's very informative.
I think
And
a lot of people don't. I think more people know now. I don't think they did before. I don't know if you watch Snowfall. That's a show that kind of talks about like it's about a dude who like is trying to make it out of the hood and it's right around the crack like crack just gets on the scene and so he decides to sell it and it goes through like all the layers of it. It's a dealer on the street, it's the CIA agent, trying to like get the cocaine in and why he's doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it like shows both levels and both sides of the drug game. You know what I mean? And at least in the '80s and how that shit worked. But yeah, I didn't watch that doc. I saw like the preview for it and they were like talking about it, and I just got so angry. I'm like, bro, fuck Ronald Reagan. You know what I mean? Like fucking shitty. It's just shitty shit.
dude. And
But
like, yeah, it's just
so you recommend people? Are you gonna finish it or?
yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, I guess it's one of those things where like you don't need to watch the whole thing to know pretty much.
Oh
It's like
yeah,
it's after a while it is kind of like a loop, and like it's just like, all right, like I kind of got the idea.
yeah.
I equate it to like the OJ docs. Like eventually it's like I could watch like 3 of these. I don't really need to
Yeah,
watch.
I didn't get once they started showing the bodies of Nicole, I was like, yeah, I'm not here for that. I only got to like I think I did the OJ talk was great. It was like very well done. But I only watched like the first 3 episodes and I
But
was
you know, it was trash though. Was the John Travolta one?
oh no, that shit was hilarious to watch, to be honest. Because it
Well,
was like so it was like a mix of like good actors and bad actors, and it was just like you never knew when the bad actors were gonna show up and like what lines they were gonna say, and they had the good actors saying wild ass lines, and you're like, did that happen?
well, my roommate's like 5 years, or at the time, my roommate was like 4 years younger than me, 5 years or something. And he was telling me like how he was too young to recollect that,
Mm.
live. And he's like, yeah, this is like kind of my groundbreaking to it. And I was like, yeah, this is not it. Like, might just want to YouTube it, son, because this is
Yeah, go to the other one. Do the
John
actual.
Travolta's not Rob Kardashian or whatever. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They had fucking Ross from Friends being Rob Kardashian. It was Ross Kardashian, bro. It was not. We're talking about the F. If, I know we kind of graze over, but the FX version
Yeah, who
of
is that?
the
Then who's
OJ.
Travolta? John Travolta was
He played like one of the lawyers. I can't remember what
Oh,
the
that's what
lawyer.
it
It was
was.
like the lawyer before, like the dude that he hired before Johnny got in there and kind of turned everything around with his strategy. But the dude kind of was like didn't like Johnny, but he also was like I think OJ did it, and that's how Ross, Ross's character too was as Rob Kardashian was painted more like he was kind of like yeah, I think this dude did it, but
True.
yeah, and fucking Cuba Gooding Jr. was OJ. It was a wild time, bro. It was a wild time. Yeah, but yeah, I would say that. Like I said, I saw the preview. I just got pissed, so it's probably a good doc. It's kind of like me. I tried to watch the Tiger doc today, and I just turned it on, and it was just like so much golf shit, like him as a kid being really good at golf, and I was like, this is interesting. But like, I came here to see why he was smashing porn stars, so I might just watch. I might just skip the first part and just go straight to the second part if that's when he was, cracking off, you know, chicks from fucking Pornhub and fucking what's it called, Best Westerns or whatever the fuck he was doing.
And it's like, fam, I don't need a doc to know that he was good at golf. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Yeah,
Like, you
bro.
know what
I
I'm
don't.
saying?
Yeah, like I get he was good at. I mean, I guess they were trying to make it like the MJ doc, because that's pretty much what that MJ doc was. It's like, Mike, remember Michael Jordan was good at basketball, and it's like, oh, he was good, but also he took everything serious and personal, and that's why he was good. And it's like, all right, man, it just all you telling me is that MJ is vindictive. Got it? Like I already knew that.
And then he saved Moron Mountain from.
I'm trying to think if I didn't watch any movies. I didn't see any docs except for the Tiger Woods joint, but I can't give a full thing on that. I started watching that show, um, Snowpiercer, which is like after I don't know if you ever seen the movie Snowpiercer.
Nah.
It's like a movie where it's like the end. It's like the apocalypse, pretty much like global warming apocalypse, but it turns into like the whole world turns super duper cold. Like it's 140 degrees below Celsius outside, and like they knew it was coming, and so for some reason, I guess some like rich person invented a train that like it would just be on the track, and from it being on the track it would like generate the power to warm up a train, and they would just put everybody left in civilization on this very like long big train, you know what I mean, and like have that run, and that's how and it would every there's like sections of the train are better, like first class is like all the rich people, and then there's like second class or people who like bought tickets but they're not like as rich but they're not like as poor, and then there's like the third ring is like, you know what I mean? It's like the people who barely got a ticket on, so they're like kind of poor, but not at least they
Oh
could get on
yeah.
there. And then like there's like the end of the train with people who found out that they were gonna get left behind for this fucking train shit, and so they like fought their way onto the train, but they just kept them in there. They didn't want to kill these people, but they also was like, we don't have like you guys snuck on this plane on this train, so you know what I mean. So they pretty much subjugated them, like they're uh and they're not slaves, like they don't make them do anything, but they just have them in the back of the train and they ration food to them, and like the people end up like kind of eating themselves and shit, and they're like living in squalor. They can't shower, they don't get any amenities, and they feed them these like weird like gel blocks that are like, and that's like all they eat, and so they just live in shitty fucking lives. So all they do is try to rebel on the train. You know what I mean? And it's like a metaphor for like how I think it's a metaphor like capitalism, how like it's like a very like straightforward metaphor of capitalism, how like
They
you
keep you in the
need
back of the train.
yeah, they need people in the back of the train to have the front of the train, like you know what I mean,
Right.
like that's the whole shit. But yeah, so there's a show that was the movie, and it had Chris Evans, Captain America, was in it, and he was like leading the rebellion and shit in the movie. So they did like a TV show on us on TNT, and it's weird because they got Davy Diggs in it, the dude from Hamilton, and that's just like it's fun. Like this dude's supposed to be an action star. Like, all right, man, I thought you were gonna rap sing to me, man.
He's like,
like
America was founded at 4.
you're like, we on the back of the train, and then we because they, you know, Hamilton don't rap like regular rap. They rap like fucking Cool G rap and shit. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
with these are the breaks. George Washington came to and so that's him rapping in the thing, talking about like they living in squalor, they gotta get out of the back. But I watched a couple episodes. I thought actually it was pretty good. It was like a kind of a twist on the original movie, you know what I mean? And so it's like a kind of new plot, but like the
It
same
sounds like
premise.
Titanic on a train. You're like the poor
It
people on the bottom,
kinda,
the rich
kinda.
people on top. You know what I'm saying?
Except like it's like the whole time is like the ship going down. Even though it's like they plan to just stay. I don't know. I guess they just plan to stay on the train forever. I don't know if they're just waiting out it being. They're like maybe it's only gonna be cold for a certain amount of time, and then it'll get un. I mean, I guess the earth will cool down eventually or warm. It'll heat up again eventually. So they're just like waiting out the apocalypse. It's kind of like the meteors killed the dinosaur, but then the Earth was good a couple hundred years later or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the plan is, but yeah.
I'm like, oh, 140 degrees minus Celsius. I'm like, oh, where my bus stop in 4th grade? All right.
But yeah, nah. If you, it's on TNT, but it's also HBO Max, so that's why I watch it. So I mean, if you need some shit to watch, I say check that out. But yeah, that's my review. But it seems like we've arrived to our favorite time of the week. Burn songs of the week, bro. What you got this week?
Yeah, dude. I'm hitting you guys with some, some off kilter stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is something new. It's, I give love to those making music. It don't always have to be my cup of tea. I'm also, about my platform, giving love to those. I heard this song in one of those like football clips, and I thought it was a good song. So I don't even know that I'm about to pull it up. It's called Superhuman by Slander.
Okay, I never heard. Okay, I might have to check that one out because that's a new one for me.
Yeah, I don't think you'd like it, but it's if you if you put football clips behind it, it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
All right, okay.
At least I'm honest. You know what I'm saying?
All right. See, I know how I usually do. I usually do, bangs, bops, and slaps, and then I'll give y'all, album reviews if I got to any during that week. But yeah, my song that bang, I'm gonna go with the boy Young Dolph. Is Dolph dropped the deluxe version of his album Rich Slaves that dropped last year. But you know how Dolph usually is with the Memphis shit. He usually got some banging ass beats and shit like that. And he's not gonna get super lyrical on you, but I feel like the songs usually hit. So his song Fast off of there, I would say that's gonna be my song that bangs. And then my song that slaps, I'm gonna go with um Apostapa by YBN Namir featuring 21 Savage. I'm not a big YBN Namir dude. It's funny because it used to be him and Corday, but then Corday just went to Corday instead of YBN Corday. I guess he just didn't want to be because everybody thought it was like, oh, this dude's actually lyrical, but he kind of, you know what I'm saying? He's like way different than the other dudes because it's like Namir don't sound anything like how he does. But either way, you know, I'm not a huge fan, but I like this song probably mostly because of 21 Savage. So I would say check that out. I'll probably put it on the pod. And then my song that bops, I'm gonna go with "On Me" by Anders. This dude I just found. Apparently he's from Toronto. I don't think he's with OVO or anything like that, but you know they always got some like light skinned niggas up there singing and shit. You know what I mean, between Drake and I guess Nav or whatever the hell. And I guess Tory Lanez ain't light skinned, but he be singing and shit. But yeah, Anders song called "On Me." I heard it randomly. I thought it was pretty fucking good. I would say check that shit out as well. And then there wasn't too many. Oh, you know what? That one album I'm forgetting, and maybe I'll put one of the songs on there on the pod. So you probably might already heard it. But Kota the Friend dropped the album this week.
Hmm.
It was Lyrics on the Go Volume 2, where he kind of just, you know, it's I think it's like 10 or 12, like 1 minute and a half songs of him just kind of just rapping the whole time. And so, you know, I'm a big Kota friend fan. He had an album last year that I really liked, and so I would say definitely check this out, especially if you like, you know, bars over lo-fi beats. You know what I mean? The kind of like chill shit, and then somebody just kind of spitting. I would say definitely check that shit out. Some of my favorite songs on there is $200, Clinton Hill, Santa Barbara. I would say all those are good. Broken, I think is Emotionally Broken also is a good one. So yeah, check that shit out too. But those are my songs of the week.
Shouts to that, bro. I've been catching on to some. I appreciate the butter sauce finds because when you post the stories, I can just click on them and then it
Oh
goes
yeah,
right
yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? That way, because otherwise I'm not going to it. I need to be, bring the horse. You bring the horse to water. You can't make it drink.
Yeah, yeah. You can't
I need
just see it
both.
there and be like, all right, I'll go back to it later. But you could just click it, and even if you just click it and save it to a playlist or something, I think that's my friend Courtney. Shouts to Bortney. You know, she's the one who was like, you should just do like if you did like a playlist account, I'll follow it. I was like, I mean, all right, sure, you know what I mean. So she's the one who was kind of like, yo, do that shit. And so that, you know, she'll take the songs to put in her own playlist and shit like that. But obviously, you can follow the playlist, and if you want to hear new music, yeah, just follow me on Spotify and get all that shit because I'll be dropping the playlists and whatnot and
Yeah.
all the new.
Shouts to that, bro. You know, same with albums. I can't just like be like, yo, listen to an album. Like there has to be some like segues to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I'll get to it. I'm still listening to not still, but I played back the Playboy Cardi one,
Oh
and
yeah.
the
The second half of the album not bad. That Playboy Cardi.
yeah, and then the Kid Cudi one is pretty good. So
The Kid Cudi album.
yeah,
Okay, I thought you were talking about the Kid Cudi and Playboy Cardi song. I was like, yeah, I don't like that one.
nah, nah.
The metamorphosis. Like, all right, bro, this ain't it. But yeah,
Like you said, you can't please everybody. You can't love them all. You know what I'm saying?
you
Then
know, you're not gonna
not
hit every shot.
it's not Pokemon. You can't catch them all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so with that, shouts to you putting up with, the music. Shouts to putting up with me week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, they know where to find the music. For those that want to find us though, find the brand, find the pod. You know what I'm saying? Find us. Where can they find us?
Yeah, if you listening to us on YouTube, shouts to you. That's all. That's one of our hubs now. You know, we do the live videos usually when we do the shows on Saturday. So if you want to catch us live for some reason, you know what I'm saying, see our ugly faces as we do this right on the spot. You know what the fuck. I mean, I guess you never know what's coming next, but you really don't know what's coming next.
It's
Uh,
like
you can see our faces and shit. You can probably hit up the comment in the YouTube. I don't really be checking it while we're doing it, but you can do that too. But yeah, and then you can also catch the video after the fact at any point, any of the YouTube or our YouTube channel, and catch any of the videos of any of our pods the last like couple weeks. But then also, you know, our main squeeze is SoundCloud, but we're also on Google Play. We're on Stitcher Radio. We're on Apple Podcasts. So for the iPhone homies, shouts to y'all.
Spotify.
We on Spotify. Just add us and you can add us. You can follow us on Spotify, which I found out is a thing you can do. That way you get notified. I think it probably show up in your weekly or whatever the fuck it is, your new weekly playlist that the Spotify be doing. So maybe the podcast will show up there, or your daily podcast is also a playlist that pops up. So I think we would pop up there if you followed us on Spotify. So if that's how you listen to your podcast, bro, just do it.
If you
I
have
don't be
a smart house, we're on Amazon Alexas. All you got to say is, Alexa, play the Bucket Up podcast, and we did.
That's true. That's true. You can do that. Yo, Alexa, play the latest episode of the Bucket, and it'll pop right up for you. But also, if you ever want to interact with the show, talk to us about content. You got story ideas. You saw something funny that we did on and on the show, and you want to talk about it or anything like that, or just to interact with us, you can hit us up on any of our social media. On Facebook, we're just the Bucket Up Podcast, and then on Instagram, we're at the Bucket Hat Boys, and then on Twitter, we're at Bucket Up Podcast, or you hit us up individually. The homie Jesse is at JB Speak, and I am at Tylante, aka Broke Boy RD right now. So make sure you hit us up, talk about whatever the hell you want, bounce off ideas, shit that you want to talk about. And then if you on Apple Podcast, make sure you leave a review. You know what I'm saying? 5 stars. If you want to say something nice, that'd be fucking cool. If you don't got anything nice to say, then don't say it at all. As everybody's mom has said it one time because they all just borrow it.
Just keep scrolling.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And as always, we have to show love to the sponsors. If you want to ice your wrist up, go to danielphillipwatch.com. Check their socials. They're about to post some of the content we've been sending over. Bucket Up is the promo code, 30% off. You already know Sunday Scaries. They've been the squad. 20% off, same code, Bucket Up. And also, proud to announce we're now on Patreon. A lot of people say they're not into CBD, they're not into watches, whatever. Those say they want to support, but they don't like those items. They can support the pod directly. And keep in mind, with the membership of Patreon, it gives you not just exclusive content. I think about we might do some recipes and some food stuff and that type of shit.
Yeah. Playlist, we could do you get on there, maybe I'll make you an exclusive playlist or something like that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could be a therapist. I could talk to you about stuff. But on top of that, people have been talking about different merch. So with that, you could get mugs and other shirts. And we've been talking about expanding our clothing line. So maybe some sweatpants so you could chill at home. And some other stuff, comes along with that. So, keep an eye out. It's patreon.com/bucketup. Keeping the brand uniform as we like to do. But yeah, man, for me, the Kid JB, for you, DJ Butter, for the Buckets, man, appreciate y'all. Volume 154 in the Bookingtons. And we on our way to the lab, and I'm on my way to get mad at DoorDash as, they owe me some food. But yeah, for the Bucket Up Podcast, I think we out.
Shit.